turn it on. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Open my heart, God. I want to feel your love. Open my heart, God. I want to know you. Open my eyes, God. I want to see your light. Open my song called Feel the Peace of Love.
Let the light flow in. Can you feel the glow from the warmth? Can you feel the glow from the warmth comes truth? Deep inside you'll know. Feel the peace of love. Feel the joy of grace. Feel God's tender care upon your face. Open to forgive. Spirit's light is pure. Rest your soul in bliss. Divine love's for sure. Feel the peace of love. Feel the joy of grace. Feel God's tender care.
Nice to see everyone this morning. We're going to be, who else is watching from online, waiting for the Seahawks to play? Just saying. Let's start our service by singing two songs. If you want to stand, we're going to sing I Start My Day and Love Is My Decision. The lyrics are in your bulletin. Let's go. I start my day with love. I start my day with love. That's what I get more of, is love. I start my day with love. When I start my day with love, that's what I get more of, is love. Let's sing love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. I start my day with peace. When I start my day with peace, I feel that sweet release of peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. Oh yeah. I start my day with joy. When I start my day with joy, everything I do is infused with joy. It's true. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. Joy, joy, joy. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. I start my day with love. I start my day with peace. I start my day with joy, and I feel that sweet release. Woo! You're all warmed up? Let's declare love is my decision. Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else could make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. Sing it out and dance a little. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. My decision, right here and now. Well done.
We affirm the oneness of all beings in the cosmos as we each manifest in our own unique and beautiful way to be on purpose to Spirit's calling. We acknowledge the interconnectedness and interbeing of all creation and commit to living and acting in harmony with this oneness in all ways, reverently loving Mother Earth and the web of all existence. We commit to divine sustainability and healthfully in all ways, growing in our consciousness of care and showing up respectful to Earth and to all beings. Both personally and as a community, we say yes to the vibrancy of the planet and the evolving good of all creation. We express God in all our loving actions for the earth, for all people, and for ourselves. We express this love as the Christ, and we light this Christ candle as a visible reminder of the presence of the love that we are. Okay. Good morning. The house isn't as light as I thought it would be. You know, you'd think there was a big football game going on today or something. I don't know. Okay, good morning. Welcome to Unity of Bellingham. My name is Marie Bailey. I am your service assistant today. And today our minister is
Reverend Frank Castro-Wehr. Hi, everybody. So today, we did last week, if you were here, and many of you were, we explored the hero's journey. And, we've done this before. There's something so powerful about looking at this possibility of how a story might unfold. And many of you said, we just can't do that once. Let's look at it a little bit more and look at the lens. So I wanted to mention today, there is other material. People have looked at that great myth of the hero's journey and said, but it seems maybe masculine. What is there a heroine's journey, and is it different, and how do they coordinate? So today I want to talk a little bit about the heroine's journey, but it's also Super Bowl Sunday. And also, you see my little symbol here. Yeah, lit up Seahawks, yeah. And it's also a February, and the theme of the month is love. So we had love, hero's journey, heroine's journey, Seahawks game, and the challenge was a seamless whole 20-minute talk that encapsulates all of this in one perfect circle that makes total sense. We can do it, and it shall be done. So this will be fun, yeah.
And we want to welcome our music ministry. We have Cheryl and Kate today. And we also have HeartDream. We have Mirabai and Steve. Welcome, welcome. Quite special music today. Okay, so let's settle in and get very serious here now. We are a joyful, evolving spiritual community committed to spiritual practices, compassionate service, and living on purpose. This is our mission here at Unity of Bellingham. And as a joyful, evolving, and spiritually conscious community, Unity of Bellingham celebrates the uniqueness of everyone, recognizing and welcoming each person as a beautiful expression of the one. Being inclusive and non-discriminatory, we acknowledge the divine presence in all life and honor their positive presence, blessing, and contributions to the world. This is our statement of belonging. So, do we have anybody new with us today? I don't see any unfamiliar faces today. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to take a minute to just say hi to your neighbors. Beautiful. And as we settle back into our seats, settle back into your space and feel the spirit of love move through you as we take a moment to breathe. Take another nice deep breath in and release. Yes. And please join me in saying the 5 principles. I invite you to take a beat between each one to let it kind of soak, so you can soak it in a little bit. God is good and present in all things. The holiness of God is my own true nature. I am creating my experiences by how I think, feel, and believe. My thinking is guided by my daily affirmative prayers and affirmative actions. I follow and am sustained by these values in every way, every day, and so it is. And as we prepare for a time of reflection and meditation, please hold the words of this meditation hymn quietly in your heart.
Heaven guide me, heaven show me the way, heaven guide me, heaven show me the way, when I'm lost and confused, heaven lead the way, when I'm reaching for you, will you meet me halfway? Heaven guide me. Heaven show me the way. Heaven guide me. Heaven show me the way. When I'm lost and confused, heaven lead the way. When I'm reaching for you, will you meet me halfway? Heaven guide me. Heaven show me the way. Heaven guide me. Heaven show me the way.
As we prepare now for reflection and meditation, let us set aside the busyness of the world and move toward a place of quietness, calm, and balance. Taking a few moments now for silent prayer. And gently guide your prayers and affirmations toward whomever or whatever is in need of support. And please feel free to speak their names out loud. And now, bring your breath into awareness. Gently feeling the breath moving in and out of the body. We're about to go on a journey inward to the Divine Mother, to a place of grounding, a place of observing, a place of remembering. As you focus on your breath, begin to notice the breath specifically as it is felt in the nostrils. Sense the movement and the stillness, the coolness and the warmth, or whatever is present. Devote your attention to the range of sensations derived from the breath moving through the nostrils. And with your next inhalation, let attention follow the flow of the breath into the nostrils, back into the sinus cavities and down the back of the throat. And continue to breathe normally. From here, awareness curls forward into the mouth to experience the roof of the mouth, the teeth, the gums, the lips, feeling all of the experiences as a loosely held field of energy, a nebulous cloud of ever-changing sensations. On an exhale, allow your attention to move forward and outside the mouth as it broadens upward to include the upper lip, nose, cheeks. Let attention travel to the eyes, forehead, temples, feeling the sensations in the scalp and down the back of the head. Resting here, relax and feel the various sensations present in the entire head. And notice how this mini galaxy of sensations arises in an unbounded space, effortlessly present in all that is within it. Relax into and as this space, perfectly open and allowing of all experiences arising in the area of the head. Inhale slowly and softly guide your attention now to the pit of the throat. Simply relax into the experience present at the pit of the throat. Allow attention to flow outward along the collarbones to the shoulders now, and down along the arms, the wrists, palms, and fingers. Relax here and remain available to the experience, not looking for anything in particular. Simply remain relaxed and receptive to what is, whether that feels like something or nothing. Allow focus to broaden to include the torso. Move attention down the torso to the front of the pelvis, and now to the tailbone in the back, until the entire torso, shoulders, and arms are bathed in an evenly hovering awareness. And now notice how the entire experience of the torso and arms is yet another galaxy of sensations floating in a vast and boundless field of awareness. Draw attention to the surrounding spaciousness and be the space in which this experience is happening. Let go. Be vast. Release attention down into the bowl of the pelvis now, feeling the sensations and spaciousness present in the front of the hip creases, the seat, the area of the groins, and anywhere and everywhere in and around the pelvic girdle. Allow attention to fill the thighs, knees, shins, now ankles and feet, the entire lower body, pelvis, legs, and feet bathed in awareness. Experience how all of this shimmering and ever-changing attention is happening in the same vast field of awareness, unbounded and perfectly embracing of whatever qualities arise within it. Relax into and as the space in which experience arises. Become it. Breathe in, and with your next exhalation, feel attention moving up from the feet, as if a blanket of attention were being slowly drawn up toward the head. A blanket of attention covering the feet, ankles, knees, covering thighs and pelvis. The blanket of attention covering the belly, hands, arms, chest, shoulders, the neck, face, and head. Breathe and feel the experience of the entirety of the body. Every sensation in every cell felt simultaneously and equally. Experiencing the body as a radiant, pulsating galaxy of ever-changing sensations and movements. And note, once again, how this experience, the experience of the entire body, is happening in you, in this vast, open space of awareness. This spaciousness is the field in which all sensations, all images, all thoughts and emotions, in fact, all experiences arise. This is the Divine Mother energy. Rest into and as the space of awareness that you are. Open, boundless, and free. And now gently bring your attention back into the room. And as you softly open your eyes, simply allow the room to come to you. Keeping the gaze soft. Notice how the mind is effortlessly held in meditation.
every kind deed, every open heart delivers. Sweet songs of true grace, like stepping stones across the river. In the harbor of love, we sing to God divine, like the wings of a dove, one voice, your soul and mine. With every kind deed, every open heart delivers. Sweet songs of true grace, like stepping stones across the river. Every soul weeps with gratitude, and the joy pours like a fountain in the heart of every spirit. It's a blissful, sacred fountain. With every kind deed, every open heart delivers. Sweet songs of true grace, like stepping stones across the river. Like stepping stones across the river. Like stepping stones across the river.
I love harmony. One of the things I so appreciate about your music is how much fun you're having together. It's sweet. Yeah. So, let me start here. In unity, and this is probably true of many spiritual traditions, we talk about living from the inside out. And we talk about this place, the starting point is our core, is our heart, is our center. And one of the great images I've always heard is like, if there seems to be a problem out there, like you hit an iceberg, fixing the problem out there, like shuffling the chairs on the Titanic, it's just not going to get you anywhere. It's going to feel like we're doing something. But the starting place for our lives and community life and partner life and family life and country life and world life starts here, living from the inside out. And what I love about the meditation, it's that sense of, in this place, I can see these energies of my body, and I know the truth of them and their expressions, but I'm here being the witness of what this is. And I don't have to be where what's happening out there is me. It's one of the best images is like going to a movie theater and we're watching the movie. And, I can watch a movie and go like, oh, it's like, yeah, go, just feel all the emotions. But every now and then it's fun to like look around the room and see, I'm just sitting here eating popcorn. That's not really, I can see it. I can engage with it to the extent I would like to. I can even be excited about it. But the real me is sitting here in the theater with my popcorn watching that. So enjoy the movie, but we don't have to get hooked into thinking it's me. Enjoy the game today. Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. It's called a sport. This is what happens. Have fun. I have gotten hooked in football games before, I got to admit. It happens. So there's lots of lenses when we sit from that place centered in our soul, in our awareness. There's many lenses we look at what's happening that we can use to make some kind of sense about what's happening and what it means for me. And the beautiful thing about being a human being, incarnated souls, having these spiritual beings that we are, having this experience in a material plane, is that what we see happening out there, we can see that my experience of that is what I'm choosing it to be. What I'm thinking about it, believing about it, feeling about it, the story I'm telling about that out there is going to be the source of my experience. And the part of that that's so good, it's like you can be a detective. When that happens out there and my experience is like, just flying off the handle in all sorts of ways and emotions, it's a clue to what I'm holding on to in here. And then the other part of it is, I can look at out there and start from a place in here and respond from that place and how I'm going to show up in the exterior world. This is beautiful play between living in my heart space, knowing that's my infinite, eternal truth of the I am consciousness of me, and seeing the world. And then things happen in the world, in my family, in my culture, in my country, and boom, what am I thinking about that? How am I holding on to it? We used as a lens last week this great, what the mythologist Joseph Campbell calls the hero's journey, the great monomyth, meaning the one great myth. And if you weren't here last week, if you were, just the very quick thing is, I live in an ordinary world. Nothing's happening, la, 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 maybe I'm bored. And I get a call, an invitation into something new, amazing, transformational. And of course I go, no, not me. You refuse the call. But then you hear it again and again. And finally something happens where you cross a threshold and you're into this new world. And in that new world, you have actions, you have allies, you have friends, you have pets, you have enemies, you have tests, you have trials. You have this villain typically, which by the way is me, it's you. The villain's called your shadow. The part of me I don't want to look at. La, 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 you're the bad guy. Who is it? You go into the deep cave and have an ordeal, and typically there's a death of sorts. Finally, there's a resurrection, and you come back into your ordinary world again, but now you're different. Well, we've changed. I've changed. And now I have a new elixir. I have something to share with the greater world. This is the hero's journey. It's really fun. We did a great, that was fun. The Monday morning conversation. We looked at all our own callings and, no, not me, and how we crossed the threshold. It's really fun. And this plays out in the world, and you can see this story over and over. Sam Donald, I remember him, USC quarterback, because he played Cal, and that's my team. That's where I went to school. So he was at USC, and he was hard to beat. So he gets drafted, and he goes to the Eagles, and didn't do very well at all. Jets, it was, yeah. Didn't do well. Hero's journey. He crossed the threshold into the NFL to be the quarterback. Tests and trials and tribulations, and fail, and you're not very good, and you got a 4-18 season or so. He just really felt really bad. Got traded 4 times, but persisted and persisted until finally he came to the Seahawks and taken them to the Super Bowl. This hero's journey, this person who had to go through so much and actually had to have a death of sorts. They wrote him off. You're no good. You'll never make it. Ready to quit. But he resurrected his career. He worked on it and he went through. What a great hero's journey. And he shows up and he comes back and he brings the elixir, a lot of joy and excitement to the Seattle Seahawks. And if you're watching online, Seattle's an hour and a half south of here. So there's kind of a buzz in the Bellingham air. I worked it in, didn't I? You didn't know I could do it. Okay, 1 check. Got that one done. And so, but I want to introduce you to another piece of this hero's journey, which I found really fascinating. And I'd read about this a lot, so I got the book. It's a woman named Maureen Murdoch, a philosopher, and she calls it the heroine's journey. And she says, the story The hero's journey, and I've talked about it, you can find lots of examples, men and women. To my mind, men and women go through the hero's journey. She introduces the heroine's journey, and I would say, to me, the heroine's journey is something both men and women can go through. So we're talking about like energies here, not men and women, it's energies. And I really resonated this book because I've had my heroine's journey. It's clear. Diane and I talked about it for a long time. But generally, one of the things that's different, I don't know if it's a different journey or maybe it's a subset of the overall hero's journey, but it goes like this. The young woman disattaches from her mother, and the young feminine disattaches from the goddess energy, perhaps is another way of saying it, and moves into the world because she wants to play in the masculine energy. And she wants to see if I can step into the patriarchy and achieve success in that role. And so she does. She walks in and maybe becomes a great success. One story might be is the young woman who's the superstar. She's running a business. She's raising 3 kids. She's cooking dinner. She's doing all the stuff. And she's made it. She's a success in the sort of the matriarchal and the patriarchal masculine, if you will, qualities of the world of success and running up that ladder and made lots of money and really doing well. And she reaches a point on this journey where she goes, what am I doing? This is like, wow. And part of the journey is she crosses over into a place where she goes back and she reappreciates the feminine journey, not like maybe in a way a traditional feminine role, but in a way that she can re-embrace some of the feminine qualities. And I'm always careful because as soon as I start making masculine feminine qualities, this is just archetypal stuff. And men have these feminine qualities. And she goes back, and the end of the journey is she reincorporates her feminine, not by throwing off the masculine, but she finds the balance, the masculine-feminine balance in life. And I can remember really clear, just a piece of my journey is when I was in Nevada City after many years of professional consulting. And there was a point where I can remember this so clear. Diane and I have these conversations. I like being home with the kids. I like living in co-housing. I like being in Nevada City. And I know that the next levels of my professional life, if I want to really move forward on that sort of masculine, success journey, I'm going to end up traveling more, maybe being asked to move, maybe being asked to do things for some hours I don't want to work. I like what I'm doing. It works. And I know full well that it means giving up sort of the running up the chain of success in so many ways. It'll probably mean less money, less raises, less promotions, and all that. But boy, what I'm going to get if I can just be at home with my kids living in co-housing. To find that balance doesn't always mean, success does not always look like more money, more prestige, more stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? Feel these energies. So this is Maureen Murdoch's heroine's journey. There's a way to move through and incorporate. And so again, men can feel this energy too. Men and women play this game of separation, looking at this. And you might think this patriarchal, successful, masculine quality world can be more outside. It can be the play of the material. And this is one way of looking at it, the way of success and growth and achievement in this exterior plane. While meanwhile, the feminine is saying, I want to go to the heart and find a sense of completeness and fullness on the internal plane of my heart. You might think it's a play of like, I'm in my heart, I want to work in the world in a sort of a place of my head and understanding, but then eventually I want to go back to my heart. And it's not an either or. The end of the journey is a balance. It's this balance, this harmony. The definition of love, according to the Revealing Word, if you look up unity, Charles Fillmore's led this group of people that came up with that sort of metaphysical meanings, it's a power and an energy of harmonization. A power and energy of harmonization. This male, female, masculine and feminine energies in harmony. So you do realize I just did the hero's journey, the heroine's journey, love and the Seahawks. Okay, one more to check off. We're doing this. It's also, as you people know, maybe most of you might know, that in this sort of rhythm of Unity of Bellingham, second Sunday is when Earth Care meets. And we try to be sure our prayer is different, sometimes our meditation, our songs can be different. We try to acknowledge that these same energies and stories that play out in each of us who experience the consciousness of the divine present in the I am consciousness of each of us is the same consciousness of the universe. It's the same consciousness expressing in all the world. It's the consciousness of the planet. The planet is conscious. And you might even say, well, if I'm conscious and have this hero's journey, is it true of the planet? And notice that the hero's journey is not a fixed thing. Oh, if I realize I'm on the hero's journey, I'm gonna have these trials and tribulations, there might be some kind of death, there'll be a resurrection. On the other side, well, great things will happen. At any point in that journey, we can say no. Many people never even start the hero's journey. You get a call to adventure, cross the threshold. Call to adventure, cross the threshold. No, not gonna do it. I wanna stay right here. Sometimes we never even start a journey. It's no all the way up and down. Or we cross in the journey, it's like we've reached that final point, we need to go into the cave, there's a great trial, now's a chance, everything you've learned, everything that's happened, everything has built up to the place where we can have this great challenge, and then we can overcome it and launch ourselves into a whole new way of being. And many of us, and sometimes, and I feel like we do many journeys at the same time, and sometimes the major journeys of our life, we don't make it. It's not a guarantee. We got to do it. And the story is out there to say, if you're willing to step in courage into this journey and step in with faith and knowing that this is a pattern of life unfoldment, it is something that has repeated not only in individual lives, but in community lives and in country lives and in planetary lives. And you can actually track this through the universe, the unfolding of the universe and deaths and stars that go supernova and blow up and bring carbon and oxygen and nitrogen and start a new life and a whole new resurrection, whole new possibilities. This same story goes through, you can see it in nature. And you can see it in our stories, you can see it we can see it in our own, look back in our own stories and go, when I did that, it worked out. You wouldn't believe it. I thought this was going to be the worst thing, and it worked out so perfectly for me because we had the courage to cross the threshold, face the inner cave, the great ordeals, and come out on the other side. So the question is, are we willing to keep going? It's a model, but it's one that's pretty consistent. And, it's like, again, from the conscious, from the soul, from our heart-centered place where we can say, I am the witness. I can see my life playing out. What is my next step? Or look at what's come up in my life and going, oh, that was a chance to deal with a challenge that I could move through. Oh, that was friends that were going to help me. Oh, here's the one that I get all the time. Oh, there was my ego again. There's my shadow. Here's Voldemort. You got a Voldemort in your life? Yeah. There she is. Yeah, that shadow, it pushes back all the time. And it's the Sauron, or the Katniss. It's who is that guy, that great character, the governor of whatever that was. You know what I'm talking about? Katniss, Hunger Games. Who's the shadow in that one? Oh, that's another good one. The Wicked Witch, Wizard of Oz, the shadow. Flying monkeys. Did they scare the crud out of you when you were a kid? Oh, shadow energy, man. Shadow energy. But that's just a projection of who we might be should we decide to live on this plane instead of live from our center. If we live from our capital S self-center, we see this journey and we can play it out. Or we can live from our little self and get caught up in our ego, and then we become the Wicked Witch. We become Sauron. We become Tom Riddle. Yeah. So this is what the stories teach us. So it's Earth Care. So I'm going to end on one thing. And so I'm going to tell you a story, but also remember, here's what's to remember. Here's what the key is. Here's what the joy is. Here's what the gift is. These hero and heroine's journey stories give us a pattern that we can sit Center our hearts, go back to center, go back to center, go back to center. I'm caught up in the tension of the day. Go back to center. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe how I feel. Go back to center. Go back. It's, this is like meditation. I'm sitting in the silence, my mind's going. It's okay. It's okay. It's how it works. Go back to center. Breathe. Oh, what about that thing on my to-do list? Yeah, I know. Back to center. Breathe. Back to center, breathe. I laugh in Unity. When I grew up Catholic, and when you were to pray, they would say, let us pray, right? Let us pray. In Unity, we go, take a breath. Take a breath. Go back to center. And see this, and it's not like, if someone say, oh, well, the story out there is just an illusion, or says, I'm careful with those words. It's real enough with a small r, and it's feedback. It's feedback on our journey. And what? Some people say, well, this play of consciousness out here is like a school. I mean, that's one metaphor. I'm okay with that. Or it's like a test. I don't really feel good about that one. The one I like, it's like going to the playground and learning our stuff for our growth. I like the image of playground. This is the play of my life. The drama, the script, the theater, the play. This is it all. And it's this golden opportunity we are as humans to see that play that reflects back at us of what we're holding. We say this every time, the Unity Third Principle. My experience is based on what I think, feel, believe. The story I'm telling, what I'm believing about that, the whole, all of that whatever I'm choosing to think about that is going to change my experience. And if I choose to think about that as, oh, look at that, I'm on a hero's journey. Of course there's an ordeal. Of course there's tests. Of course there's friends. Of course there's a death. And I can trust in a resurrection. Of course that's it. This is the great story of Jesus. Of course there's trials. Of course we got to face tension. Of course there's a death. Of course there's a resurrection. Of course there's a new birth and a new way and a next stage of awareness and consciousness. And on it goes. So here's a story I'll end with. Because it's Earth Care, final check on the box, and we've done it. But I love this story because for those of you who care about, I don't want to say it that way. We all care about our planet, and we all care about our Earth. But for some people, I think, we find what it is we want to do or where we're putting our hearts, our energies. In the sense of Earth, there was and Earth is conscious. The planet is conscious. It's consciousness, not human consciousness, it's Earth consciousness. But does the story still apply? And does our story in our relationship with Earth, Earth is actually thinking, how does Earth think? How does Earth see? Through our eyes, and cougar eyes, and rabbit eyes, and everything else. The consciousness of Earth can be expressed through our consciousness because we are of it. Do you see that? It's not us and Earth. It's Earth thinking, feeling, believing, knowing, having consciousness expressed through us. And we're doing our same old hero's journey through our Earth experience as well. The normal life, right? Everything's good. We live in Nirvana, Garden of Eden, however you might think of it. Industrial Revolution. We crossed the threshold. Look at this way we can live at Earth now. We started burning coal and churning out carbon and creating climate issues and extinction and melting the North Pole, and animals are dying, and there's another extinction event, and people are getting sick. I mean, I don't want to create a dystopia here, but we know the issues. We crossed a threshold into Earth, into a way where we've seen, oh my God, we're in a journey where we've got allies and tests, and we are going in. There needs to be, and what's happening is a death. The great ordeal that we're facing now is, as humans who have so much power over the actual environment on this planet, of course we do, because we are of that planet. Will we get this, in this ordeal, can we get out of our shadow, which includes, well, here's the one thing about calling it Mother Earth. Well, it's Mother Earth. She'll take care of us. Sometimes I think now maybe Sister Earth or just Earth. It's like, this isn't someone who's just there to give while the polar ice caps are melting and the climate's going crazy. And it's just, is it a partner? Is it part of the whole community that we're a part of that we can see and bring into harmony? With love, can we find the harmonizing energies to find a way to live on this planet in balance? We are in the cave. We are in the ordeal right now, the end of that journey. And sometimes we don't make it through the journey. That's always possible. But if this metaphor, what I love about this journey is, can we look at it with courage and say we can overcome our ego, our greed, our desperate holding on and fear that has to keep churning out things that are toxic to the environment? Or can we change in our consciousness and say this ordeal is going to stick us out? We've gone through the ideal, and we're going to come out on another side in a more harmonious and balanced way to live on planet Earth. Who's doing that? Portugal. Yeah, this year they hit 72% of all their electricity is on sustainables. 72%. They think by 2030 they'll be over 90. It's interesting. The countries that don't have oil are getting really creative on getting their energy without oil. And the countries that do have oil seem to be going, oh, let's keep burning it up, man. Let's keep burning. Interesting. You can draw your own conclusion of that. Countries all over Africa that don't have any oil, that are paying expensive oil to be imported. They can't put up the solar and the wind and the biomass and the hydro. It's going so fast all over the world. Even China passed. They get more energy now on sustainables than they do on coal. And they still burn a lot of coal. It's a big country, but the percentages are tipping and tipping. As a humanity, we're telling a new story. We're in the cave. We're in the ordeal. How do we move past it? The story's not fixed. The story's not fixed, but the story promises face the ordeal, face the truth, go to love, face harmony, recognize that we can be in harmony with the earth itself because we are of the earth. It's another thing to harmonize and come out in the end. This is good news. The story says this is possible. Not only that, when we come out the other side with a new elixir, new ideas, new science, new technology, new consciousness about living in balance on earth, that at the end, the story changes, the wheel turns, and there's a boon, and there's a new rebirth, and it's awesome on the other end, should we choose to do it. Earth care, check. Oh, that was those 5 things. I think they work together. So I'll leave you with this conclusion. Yeah, I'll leave you with this conclusion. Because the whole thing is about when I know, I'll speak for me, and I think it's true probably for all of us. When I look at things that seem to be intractable problems, and any of us can be like, oh my God, we're doomed, personally, relationally, communally. Here is one or two, Heroine and Heroine's journey, these possible lenses to look at, and they all promise that with courage, faith, trust, knowledge, not being afraid of the fact that there usually is going to be tension, challenges, things that are pushing back. Look at our ego, go back to center, go back to center, go back to center, see the play, and go, I see this. We'll go to harmony, we'll go to love, we'll go to courage, we'll go to faith on what's possible. We trust in that. Don't want to be here and go, oh, we're doomed. Take a breath, go back to center, go back to center. And then we find our way forward with clarity. Yeah, that's the way. We can do this. Wait, we can do this, so it is, and go Hawks.
Thank you, Frank. That was really great. I could actually see when that journey started for me. So yeah, that was really great. As the ushers come forward for our offering, we know abundance is our divine inheritance, and giving is our gift of love and appreciation. We always appreciate your generosity in support of this ministry that we are creating together. And this includes each of you with us in person and everybody at home too. So thank you very much. So taking your offering to your heart and affirming quietly to yourself, I give freely and joyfully, for God is my source, and I have abundance in all areas of my life. And then join me in saying our offertory prayer. Let us pray. Breathe in. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Okay.
So many lessons I have left to learn, 'cause my mind wonders which way to turn. So I stop and listen to the trees, and for God's healing whisper in the breeze. Close my eyes, go deep within. Every day, that's where I start. Breathing slow and listening, I talk to God in my heart. When I get home really late at night, I thank God for this divine insight that loves in every heart and hand, reaching out for me to understand. Close my eyes, go deep within. Every day, that's where I start. Breathing slow and listening, I talk to God in my heart. As I walk on the sacred path, with the sun upon my face, I rise above the rocky ground to the endless bliss of God's grace. Close my eyes, go deep within. Every day, that's where I start. Breathing slow and listening, I talk to God in my heart. I talk to God in my heart. I talk to God. Hello, God, in my heart.
That's a good place to commune with the divine, in the heart. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're good. So we bless these gifts. Oh, with so much gratitude. Thank you, everyone here, for your gifts, for your financial gifts, for your gifts of time, which I want to talk to you about in a second, and for your gifts of divine ideas, for your gift of consciousness, for your gift of courage. Yeah, thank you, everyone. And blessings on not only on these gifts, but on unity worldwide and for our planet, for peace on our planet. May they go to support peace in whatever way and always they can in that potentiality. And so it is. Amen. Thanks, Aaron. And a couple things, actually a few things. There's a lot of cool stuff I want to mention to you real quick. So tomorrow, Monday's group, there's a great movie. It's called Finding Joe, and many of you have seen it before. So Yeah, we'll roll the TV out. Well, you've got this. Yeah. So tomorrow morning there'll be a film called Finding Joe for our Monday, and then we can use that, talk about it a little bit, and then talk about it some more. And it's kind of our theme for the month. Yeah, that'll be great. If you don't come to Monday, it's 10:30 Monday morning. It's really been good. We've had 18 people last week. Great. Shannon, we talked about crossing the threshold and starting our journeys and refusing our calls or accepting them. Ooh, stuff really works, man. It was cool. Yeah. Next week we have a guest speaker. It's Monica McDowell, who many of you know. And I said, Monica, what's your talk title? And she calls it Jiu-Jitsu with Jesus. I don't know. I'm curious. So I'm going to come here and Jiu-Jitsu. I think where Janae and I are talking about what would be on the bulletin, like Jesus in a robe, like, whoa, or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Have fun with it. Next Tuesday, we used to have this group called Movers and Shakers, but I think we got kind of done with Movers and Shakers. So we're reviving it, and it's called the Funyuns. Yeah. We tried fun and funs and all this stuff, but we came up, and we kind of get the impression of the what are the minions? The little minions, yeah, little yellow guys with the eyeballs. So anyhow, we have this team, and what they do is they just look through the year, and they said, what kind of activities, and sometimes fundraising activities do we want to have? And so it's just a group that sort of looks at that whole schedule and says, here's what's coming up, and different people take turns leading different things. So if you are looking for a place to plug in, and you think this could be a fun group because it is called the Funyuns, then we'll meet at Tuesday at 5. It's always the second Tuesday at 5, right? Okay, second Tuesday at 5 if you're interested in joining the Funyuns. And I think we have a lot of fun stuff for the Funyuns to plan this year. Okay, here's two things. So believe it or not, Easter's early this year. And since Easter's early, it means that Lent is early. And by the way, Charles Fillmore wrote a book called Keep a True Lent. And Lent has always been a piece of the Unity tradition. And maybe not in the same way you imagine if you grew up with a more traditional Christianity. But it's still an important thing, and we lean into this Lent, and it's 40 days leading up to this celebration of Easter. We talked about the hero's journey, the resurrection, the death, the resurrection, and now the launch into a new cycle of growth, where the hero, Jesus, leaves, but then comes back in some way. And the way Jesus said it is, come back, I'll send you the Spirit. I will be there in spirit, the Jesus Christ energy that lives on. This is a beautiful story, and it's the hero's journey again. It's the same, it's like sometimes it seems to be the pattern, seems pretty familiar. So when Lent starts, traditionally there's a thing called Ash Wednesday. And you might have done it in your life. You might see people in the grocery store with a big old bunch of gray ashes. Remember, you are dust, and to dust you shall return. It's kind of a beautiful prayer. We, however, do it just a little bit different. Instead of calling it Ash Wednesday, we call it Stardust Wednesday. And it won't be dust, it'll probably be like sparkly star cream. And we're going to do a little dancing, a little movement, some meditation, and some time together. It's usually about a 45-minute evening celebration. Starts at 6:30, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Stardust Wednesday. And I think, is Marcia here? Marcia, do we have a dance? I think we do. Yeah, we're working on it, but we will have one, and it'll be fun. So it's a great way to start Lent, and come out. It'll be a week from Wednesday, Stardust Wednesday service. And another piece is, here it is in a nutshell. Many people have said, I can't even imagine, think of how many people have said, what we'd like to do, what's on our hearts, what we feel called to do is serve children. Serve children. And so we've thought about, well, is it to start Sunday program more, or is it, what exactly does that mean? And so I think for many people, it's like, let's just listen to what Spirit has to say. And if there's this energy to serve children, when we did our Christmas ask, our what's it called, the Giving Tuesday, and we said, here's some things we'd like to raise money for. So multiple people said, well, if you'd raise money to do something that we can do to support children, we'd be really happy. We'd be excited to do that. And so a congregant's mom came in some weeks ago and said, I love Unity. You know what would be nice? I work at Alderwood School. Is it possible we can get some volunteers to come over and help at the school, at the elementary school? This is what happens, right? You put it out. You put it out to the universe. We're willing, open, and willing to serve children. So Melinda and I just went over and met with the school district and met with Alderwood, and they're asking us to be a community sponsor. It's they got like a 4-year-olds, but they start at kindergarten, they go through 5th grade. So it's an elementary school. Do you know where it is? It's like maybe 3 miles away, straight west from here, down by the water. And what they're looking for is people who can do, like, for example, an hour a month. An hour a month. Or you could do 2 hours, or you can do an hour a week. But an hour a month, for example, what I signed up to do is sit on the playground. I'm going to sit on the playground from 1 to 1:40, one time a month at least. And they have a whole beautiful program on how what it is that the adults do and how we support the kids and what's kind of the ethos they're trying to create of partnership and community and building trust and working things out. You know, it's little kids. They're just like, oh, that's my ball, get away, you know. But there's a way to speak with them, and they train us. And it's this beautiful thing to be able to serve kids. I know 5 people already who have said, I'm in. If you're interested, and even if it's an hour a month, to go and sit, one of the best things is you go to lunch. They'll give you a lunch if you like peanut butter and jelly, whatever it is, and you can just sit at a table. The requirement is you got to get down to a chair about, this big, and just sit at a table with the kids and engage with the children who love when there's elders. And by the way, they mentioned to me, and if you got like gray or white hair, that's really good. They like the grandparent thing, Yeah, so you're on, Cheryl. We're signing you up. Anyhow, we can talk more details about this later, but I want to let you know that's happening because the other piece of it, if we get enough people, we are welcome to sign up as an official community sponsor for Alderwood School, elementary school. Our name would be on their website and all that as an official community sponsor. And they said, and if you can do it, I will let you know that there's the science fair coming up at the end of February. And we usually like to call about as many people as we can get to spend a couple hours at the science fair and helping the kids set up their stuff. So this is the kind of energy, and this is the kind of thing we're looking for. So if you're interested at all, you can see, is it okay if I point you up, Malin? See Malin? Or see me? Okay, well, let's say see me. And let me know of your interest and how much time you could spend. And we'll tell you the way. There's a simple way to go online and sign up and send your license and be sure you're okay to work with kids. And they do all that. And if you're not interested in doing that much, but you'd be interested once in a while going to a special event, let me know that as well, because that doesn't take anything. You can just show up as a visitor to the school if you're in a big room with all the kids, and that's fine too. Does that sound good? Okay, see me after for questions. I'm really excited about this. I got to get my grandpa on. Yeah, I'm going to be a grandpa. Did I tell you guys that? Yeah. Yeah, July. Yeah, it's coming. Earth Care. Sonia came in, but she had to go to an event, so she left this and took off. But on Valentine's Day, which is Saturday the 14th from 1 to 3, Valentine's Day with our herd. You can go over and give your favorite horse a Valentine. So if you've ever been to Sonia's farm, Unbridled Spirit, it's this really beautiful place. You cozy up with big soft eyes, warm horse breath, and the soft munching of hair. Hear sweet, inspiring stories of special moments from volunteers, or you can just take photos with your favorite friends. I got some llamas out there too, and what else? Llamas and horses and goats and rabbits, all sorts of things. I'm going to put this up on the bulletin board. If you're looking for something sweet to do on Valentine's Day, that's out at Sonia's place. And finally, Earth Care group, if you want to meet up here after, we can talk for a while. We're making some plans for our Earth Day celebration. And also the chaplain today is Helga. Where's Helga? And so if anyone wants even just a brief minute or two, private confidential prayer after service, you're more than welcome to stop by, see Helga. She'll be in the Love Spoken Here room right back there to the left. Okay, yeah.
Excellent. Now we're all inspired to sing Put a Little Love in Your Heart. The lyrics are in your bulletin if you want to stand.
Checking 1, 2, there I am. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. Sing it now. And the world will be a better place. Yes, the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. We want the world to know we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart. Sing it now. And the world will be a better place. Yes, the world will be a better place for you. Yes, it will. And me. Just wait. We're coming around the last verse. Let's do it. Oh, whoa, whoa, take a good look around. And if you're feeling down, put a little love in your heart. I hope that you decide kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart. Make it big now, here we go. And the world will be a better place. Yes, the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait now and see. Put a little love in your heart.
Yes, I will now.
Put a little love in your heart.
Every day, every way.
Put a little love in your, yeah, sing it, Kate.
I know you
Put a little love.
love in your
Put a little love.
heart.
Put a little love in your heart. Last time. Put a little love in your heart.
Woohoo! That was kind of fun. I kind of sneaked in and joined you. Okay, everybody, let us do our prayer for protection. And remember, we include everybody. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay.
Hands across the hands. We'll sing the peace song. Here's my microphone.
Oh, wait. Forgot how it starts. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. Thank you, Kay.
Thank you, Cheryl.